Another walk and talk for Wizards Workshops, now Wonder Workshops. Look at the wonderful beach. Young Neck's Head over there, the White Cliffs, where the Tuatara have been reintroduced. Our 3 dogs, daughter's dog and our 2, walking along, exercising. So I was thinking this morning, most things continue and have a long history and a hopefully long future. Like child rearing, we get up early at the moment to go to our daughters and help with the getaway for the children to get to daycare. And the new baby I hold in my arms and she gazes into my eyes, or is it looking up at my cap? I'm not quite sure, sometimes both. And this morning I thought I'd try something. I thought, here's this timeless thing. Well, it's historic. For time immemorial, the generations relate. And this wee baby girl looking up at me intently, with varying expressions, I suddenly remember show the heart, feel the heart connection. So I did as I said, Grandpa loves you. And you know, that instant I said that, she burst out in a big grin, a big smile, looking straight at me with delight. Finally, Grandpa, you've got it. You're doing it, Grandpa. And I tell you, that's evidence. I did that with a little grandson years ago now, and at the very instant I was saying goodbye to them, we had travelled a long way and we were going, and I thought, have I actually connected in a heart sort of way, deliberately? So I said, I think it was Sebastian, I said, goodbye, Sebastian. Grandpa loves you. And from a distance of across the room, he suddenly beamed at me, this little baby. So I think there's something there. The heart light can shine, does shine. And though we can't see it, and we maybe don't feel it when we're adults so much, because we're not open, but the babies are still very much trailing clouds of glory from whatever came before, and they get it, they really do. So these things are primeval and ancient, and we are so busy trying to cope with change, and we can globalize that and think that everything is totally change, and we can't afford to just dwell on anything. And that is just not true. Most things endure, most things last. There is a continuity. We just need to open up to it consciously and push back on the evanescent, the temporal, the new, the shock of the new that can just overwhelm our consciousness instead of just being gradually fitted into the continuum that is the history, prehistory, the future, the past, and the present of a race called the human beings, Homo sapiens. Not so sapient sometimes, but there we are. And to go with that is a wonderful tutorial about an hour long from 1982 of an old fellow like me with a big bushy beard, bigger than mine, and he's tutoring a circle of students, maybe 20, gathered around his desk, his workbench, where he's demonstrating the gentle art of wood engraving, which is very fine work, very exacting, and involves knowledge of woods, and boxwood being the best. And he talked about English boxwood and how it's so cold over there, and they kept their rooms so cold that when they brought the boxwood to America, it tended to have some troubles because the rooms were much warmer. So things like that. And maple might be a good substitute in America, probably better done than the boxwood. So all of this is grounding, very, very grounding, just like walking the beach. Well, I'm very privileged to be able to go back to Dreamspace and Wonder Workshops and live in that awareness of the continuity of things and the ancientness of crafts like the wood engraving, which I'm presuming to learn, and also the gentle art of stained glass, which I'm reimagining as with black silicone instead of lead cames, and with glass bubbles a lot of the time instead of thin coloured glass. So I must do a video on that. The double doors at Dreamspace and Wonder Workshops, which will be very soon finished. Don't forget to like, don't forget to ponder, and remember, we are grounded in the continuity of things.